Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Odori Park in central Sapporo. Man, it's a beautiful day. It's kind of hot and muggy, but I'm not going to complain. It's not as hot as a lot of other places in the world right now. I believe I'm at block number 9 in the Odori Park. You can see a big old white tent set up behind me there. Maybe you notice the logos. It's the Sapporo Beer Garden. The beer garden is back, everyone's favorite excuse to drink more beer. Beer, beer, more beer, and then some more beer, and then there's actually more beer down that way. Let's walk down there. I was just gonna do a little walkie-talkie video for about 5 or 10 minutes. I haven't done one for a while. Tell you a little bit about the history of Odori Park. This, I believe, is it's a slide. It's also an art piece. I believe this is Osamu Noguchi, if I'm getting the name right. Very famous artist. He also did the Moeda Numa Park in Sapporo. A lot of public artworks. Really, really famous Japanese sculptor and artist. And this is, I mean, how cool is that? You can climb up in there and slide down. It's made out of stone. It's really cool looking. This actually section of Odori is, I mean, we're pretty far from the heart. You know, it begins at block number 1, Nishi-ichi, and it goes all the way to like block, well, technically probably to like 20 or something. But the park itself is up to like, I believe, about block 13. And each block has its own kind of culture and design and style. Here at block number 9, we got a lot of these big trees. Beautiful big trees. There is a really cool section for the little kids on this block. About half of the block. Nice big public toilet right there. You can see the big old slide that all the kids are riding on behind me there. There's a sand pit at the bottom, so it's really safe. There's actually a lot of apartment buildings and people like live like right there and right over there. And so this is the neighborhood park for the kids, really. And it's a great scene, but all, you know, tourists, people with families can come down here. We'll go over here and see the slides and all the good stuff. Is that thing stopped again? Oh no. Hey folks, my GoPro is set to turn off every 5 minutes, and sometimes I forget and I just keep talking after it's stopped recording. So annoying. So I'm gonna be really careful today not to do that. All right, we got some more fun. Wow, look at all these people, man. Check this out. So this is the scene. We got slides, whale watching section over there. And yeah, this is super popular in the summer. There's like a little water play section so little kids can get in the water and cool down a little bit on a hot day, which is nice. A lot of people taking advantage of that. We got some people setting up tents, and there's more water flowing over here. Let's go look at the water. Ooh, some bubbles. That's nice. Make sure people don't think I'm some wacko filming the kids. Point the camera back at myself here. Yeah, oh, it's so good to see people out and about in the park, enjoying life. So as you can see, it's a pretty nice little forested area in the middle of a city of 2 million people. There's the water. Kids having fun. And we will go across the street and we will check out block number 10. Now block number 10 is also part of the beer festival that's going on right now. And it is the block that has always been reserved for world beers. So you got all the different beers from around the world in one spot, which is kind of cool. The other blocks, obviously Japan has a really big beer culture. So you got Sapporo beer, you got your Asahi, and you've got your Kirin. Those are the 3 majors. Then you've got Suntory, of course, and maybe I'm missing something. But those are the major beers, and they all have their own block. So I won't get into the background details of it too much, but see, my GoPro just stopped right there. We restarted it, we're back on it. So each beer company will have its own block, and they'll have all their big signage up, Sapporo Beer, Asahi, whatever. And obviously at that block, that's all you're gonna get to drink. So people will go to the block of the beer that they enjoy. So if people really like Sapporo, they're gonna go to the Sapporo Beer block. Now, way out here at the end of Odori, you'll kind of find those people who, I don't know, maybe they got different taste buds. They like a little something different. They want to try some international beers. It's a big planet. There's a lot of different beers. Why not come and sample some? So here we are. Here we have it. Here we see a lady. She's got 3 beers right there on her tray. That's looking really good. So we do like sampler trays. And let's see what the menu is shaping up to be. STV Radio, by the way, is the main sponsor for block number 10 and the World Beer cocktails. Whoa. Budweiser, America, bringing it home. Just don't get the Bud Light, if you know what I mean. We got a Pilsner. There's Ebi's Black Beer, Sorachi, Carlsberg, Heineken, Peroni. All right, looking good. And as you can see, people are out already. It's, what time is it now? It's 3:45 in the afternoon. And there's already some people enjoying some beers. This is summer in Sapporo. Now around 5 p.m. it starts booming. It starts really kicking. Ooh, Niseko pizza. Niseko pizza. Hey, it's Neil. You remember? Met you a few times. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you too. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Gambatte. Okay. Taking a look at the back side of the tents. So the cool thing about Sapporo, the beer garden, and all these festivals is they always have a lot of good food. We just saw a friend of mine, Niseko Pizza. You're probably gonna have some ramen, some yakitori, like there's gonna be all kinds of good stuff to eat, plus all these different beers to sample. And I see, okay, I think I got a couple more minutes. Let's just go one more block. The final block, it looks like the World Beer continues over to block number 11 over there. So I'll take this time while I cross the street to give you the history of Odori Park. Odori Park is a park now, but I believe it was in 1871 as the city of Sapporo was developing. You had all the administrative buildings and office buildings and important stuff to the north here. And you had the residential areas and more just like, you know, shops and groceries and stuff like that to the south. So someone decided that it would be a good idea to have a fire break between all that residential stuff, commercial property, and the administrative and kind of, you know, the court buildings and all that kind of important stuff. So they actually built this originally as a fire break between the two sections of town, which I thought was kind of interesting. And it was called Shiribeshi Dori at the time. This area, this larger area here in Hokkaido is called Shiribeshi. It's not a prefecture, I'm not sure, it's like a district, the Shiribeshi district. So this was Shiribeshi Road. And then over time, I guess some other people came in and said, hey, it's a fire break and all, but hey, let's have some green grass. Let's make it a park. And then we can start doing stuff, hang out, meet people. And it became Odori Park over time. Now there's tons of trees, so I don't know if it really serves as a fire break anymore. But you know, it's not as dangerous. We're talking about 1871. These were the days when a fire that started in some small ramen shop could literally burn down half of the city because everything was made of really highly flammable wood materials. Not so much anymore. Ooh, I think someone, what's going on there? Sounds like a car just hit another car, but maybe not. All right, anyway, Olympic rings behind me, as you can see. This was put up the 50th anniversary. The 1972 Winter Games were held in Sapporo. I think if If you're into Olympics, you probably know that. Back in February of 1972. They're trying now, it looks like, for the 30-34 games. There was talk that Sapporo was going to try for the winter 2030, but that did not quite happen. So it's going to be 30-34. They're going to try to put in a bid for that one. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up here with a look at the final section of the beer garden. This is what we have at the final block. It's the Sapporo, Germany Village. All right, you can't have a beer festival without representing Germany. München, the originators of the beer festival. Ooh, look at those. That looks really cool. Wow, that's nice. München. This is the real deal. Pretty cool, kind of authentic, you know, German architecture there. We got the, what is it? München Hofbrau signs. This is nice. You got a fountain. This may be the best spot in all. Look at, they got nice tents with some chairs set up. The ladies be getting into the food. We got some hot dogs, some other stuff going on. Staying cool with the water. And it's again, it's 3:52. Still pretty mellow here, but I think if we came in at around 5:30 or 6 p.m. it would be booming. German Grillmeister. Here's where you can get your snacks. Oh man. Whew. Looking good, looking good. What do we got over here? Katarana, fried potatoes, edamame, cutto steaki. Oh, good stuff. Ooh, some seafood. A quick look at the prices there to wrap things up. Well, that's it, folks. A little walkie-talkie and a quick look at the scene here in Odori Park during the classic and legendary Sapporo Beer Festival. One of the big events of the year. I highly recommend you come and check it out. Me? Sorry folks, I don't really drink beer. I've had a few beers in my lifetime, but beer doesn't sit well with me, so I can't really like sit down and have a beer right now. Sorry about that. But I do plan to come back with some friends next Monday, so maybe we'll do another video then. In the meantime, ooh, let's get across the street. By the way, I do highly recommend you, if you're gonna come, why not start at this end and work your way down towards the bigger brand beers. Have a German beer, get into it, try some world beer, and then head on down to the Suntory, the Asahi, the Sapporo, and the Kirin. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the new style. All right, over and out. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.